All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I wanted to make a video about Gregg Plitt. Now, a lot of you guys are probably familiar with who Gregg Plitt was, but some of the younger guys coming up and getting into fitness and lifting probably aren't going to be familiar with him because he has passed away. So I wanted to make a video kind of dedicated to him and kind of reflecting on what he did for the fitness industry. So for me personally, I had the opportunity to meet Greg, I believe it was in 2012, where he was sponsored by Metrex. He was at the Arnold Classic, and my cousin was a huge fan of Greg's. Greg had a series called Plitt's Pearls, and he had his own website and all that stuff, and he charged a monthly membership fee to view his videos and all his content on his website. And my cousin was like a diehard fan of Greg's, and he was subscribed, and he paid the monthly fee, you know, the whole 9 yards. He was really into the stuff that Gregg Plitt was preaching, and Gregg Plitt really did put out a whole lot of good information during that time period where he was posting videos and he had his website going and all that good stuff. So he was basically a fitness model at the time. He was also a celebrity personal trainer, so he was basically famous for being on the cover of multiple magazines, including Fitness RX for Men, Muscle and Fitness, Men's Health, Men's Fitness, American Health and Fitness, just a bunch of magazines. He's on a ton of magazine covers, and that's basically where he got his fame and notoriety from. So for those of you who don't know, he did die in 2015, so just 2 years ago. And what happened was he was filming a television series. It might have been just a video for the internet. I'm not really sure what the video was, but for some reason they were filming on a train track. He ended up getting hit by a train that came along on that train track. I don't know if they thought that the train track was not active or what, but anyway, I met him at the 2012 Arnold Classic, and he was a very nice guy. I wanted to get a picture signed for my cousin, like I said, who was a very big fan of his. He was a really nice guy. He talked to me for a few minutes. And I was waiting in line to meet him, and I watched him talk to every single one of his fans. He just seemed like a really genuine guy, and every single fan that came up to him and had a question or whatever, one fan in particular, I mean, I was mad at the time because I was waiting in line, but one fan in particular came up to him, and he talked to this fan for like a solid 25 minutes. Even though I was waiting in line, I just thought that was cool of him. He was just having a real down-to-earth conversation with this guy, and that just sticks out in my mind, just the quality of person that Gregg Plitt was. So for those of you who weren't around, back in like 2008, 2009, there weren't that many fitness YouTubers. There weren't that many people posting videos, posting information. There were some videos here and there of, people training maybe, or some workout fails, or some gym fails, or some old bodybuilding, training DVDs that people would post up on YouTube and that sort of thing. But in 2008, 2009, when Gregg Plitt was really active in posting all this informational content, there was really nobody else doing that type of thing. The whole YouTube fitness thing kind of really happened around 2011, 2012. That's where the whole boom kind of came into. Everyone started posting informational videos about their diet, about their training, really insights into their own bodybuilding, lifestyle. And Gregg Plitt was kind of doing it before anyone else was doing it. He was doing it before it was cool. So he was really revolutionary in that sense. And I kind of wanted to give him credit because he just really kind of changed the game, because he was doing it before anyone else was. Now it seems, commonplace. It seems every day because everyone is vlogging. Everyone is posting their workout. Everyone is posting their nutrition. Everyone's posting videos of their bodybuilding shows. But back then, people just weren't doing it. If you wanted to get information back in 2008, 2009, you had to go on the forums, you had to go on bodybuilding.com, you had to go on T-Nation. YouTube and videos just wasn't around back then. So he was really changing the game, posting all these videos. So one video I wanted to recommend to you guys that was really probably my favorite Gregg Plitt video that really spoke to the character of Greg. He has a video called The Power of Death. And it's a video about having to put down his pet pit bull, and it's just a really touching video, man. It's just one of those videos that you never forget. So his dog is sick, it's dying, and he has to put it down, and he kind of just vlogs that day and the emotions that he goes through of having to put his dog down, and he sits next to his dog as they put it down. And he's just crying, and it's just one of the most touching videos I've ever seen. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen that video. It just speaks a whole lot to Greg's character. So it's called Power of Death, and I think it's called The Life of His Pit Bull Quest. So just type in Power of Death, Pitbull or something like that, and it should come up. But it's a great video. I highly recommend it. So if you're not familiar with Gregg Plitt, go check out I think his website is still active. I still follow him on Instagram. And I think his dad or his mom, one of his parents, still runs all his social media and still runs his website, and still posts like old articles and old pictures and all that good stuff for his fans that still want to follow it. So if you guys want to check out his website, it's gregplitt.com. I believe he still has his Instagram account active, like I said. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a little bit about Gregg Plitt. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.